she lived in was at the very end of the tribe, secluded and quiet. She had no neighbors, and she lived quite freely as a single beast. Behind her house was a small stream, which wasn't actually that small to Qian Xia. The water was clear and clean. She had drunk it, and it was even a little sweet, proving it was very good water. All the water for her home was taken from here. There were actually quite a few plants behind here, and there were fish in the stream, but the beasts in the tribe had truly never come here, never even glancing at it. It was just that Qian Xia had never really ventured out. In the beast world, this stream was incredibly tiny. It wasn't that the Lion King tribe hadn't discovered it, it was that they simply didn't care for this small pool of water. Male beastmen were almost all tall and powerful, and their daily food intake was enormous. If you asked if there were no thin male beastmen, of course there were, but thin male beastmen basically couldn't survive. If there was a thin male in a tribe, it was highly likely that his female beast loved him dearly, and her beast husbands were all powerful, able to support him. But this situation hardly existed in the beast world. The beast world revered the strong, and most female beasts would simply abandon their weak cubs. Qian Xia often secretly ran out of the tribe through the small path, but she only dared to look for food on the outskirts of the tribe. She was so weak she didn't dare to go far. Her only goal now was to fatten herself up. In her previous life, she was, after all, a dazzling beauty. The contours of this face looked exactly like hers in her previous life. She just wanted to get fat and let other beasts know that she, Qian Xia, was not some ugly female, she was a great beauty. Thinking of this, Qian Xia sighed silently again. She had been eating and drinking very hard these past few days, trying to nourish herself, but she still hadn't gained any weight, and her face was still sunken in. This, indeed, was not good looking. For some reason, her appetite had been especially large these past 2 days. Before, one fish would last a day, but that day she caught 2 fish, and she finished them in 1 day. These past 2 days, she had been constantly searching for food. She was so hungry, getting hungry particularly fast, and all the fish behind her house were caught by her. After breakfast that day, she went to the back mountain behind her house again to look for food. This time, she planned to go deeper. Because she had already searched the entire outer area. Qian Xia carried a rattan basket on her back and held a thick wooden stick in one hand, tapping it as she walked. Along the way, she actually discovered chestnut trees, and many of them. Qian Xia picked up a stone, then picked up a chestnut burr that had fallen to the ground. One smash with the stone revealed the round chestnuts commonly seen in her previous life. This beast world, everything is big. The fish are big, these chestnut burrs are big, and these chestnuts are big. Qian Xia said, looking at the fist-sized chestnut in her hand. She was extremely happy at this moment. Before, chestnuts were eaten as snacks, now, these chestnuts were her staple food. So many chestnuts, and so big, she could have a full meal today. Heaven knew how long it had been since she had eaten her fill. The only time she had eaten her fill was that piece of beast meat from that beast man. She glanced at the chestnuts fallen on the ground, some were still in their burrs, others had already burst open. So she decided to pick up the burst chestnuts on the ground first, saving her the trouble of smashing them. The chestnuts were too big. Qian Xia had only picked up a small portion, and her basket was already full, so she decided to return home and prepare to eat a chestnut lunch. In just that short time, she was already starting to get hungry. Her stomach was truly getting hungry too fast. Qian Xia walked back, stroking her hungry stomach, feeling a bit melancholic. In the beast world, a female could have many beast husbands, while a male could only have one female. Once they became mates, the male had to be responsible for hunting and taking care of the female, with the female as the center. Whatever the female said, they would obey. After she returned to the tribe, she had secretly explored the tribe once. And after that exploration, no other beastman had discovered her existence. Then she discovered that almost every adult female in the Lion King tribe had several mates, one female even had as many as 20 beast husbands. That female was also the wealthiest beast in the Lion King tribe. 20 males supporting one female had made her plump and sturdy. However, to Qian Xia, a beast with a modern soul, she found that beast quite ugly. Her weight was estimated to be over 180 pounds, and she couldn't even walk steadily. With powerful beast husbands, there was no need to worry about food, drink, or clothing. Females just needed to take good care of their cubs at home. Actually, to say they took care of cubs, most of the cub care fell to the males. If viewed from a modern perspective, the men of the beast world were simply perfect. Males provided for the family, males raised the children, and if the female said east, it was east. They were responsible for eating, drinking, and having fun. If they wanted to have babies, they had them; if not, they didn't. Here, mates came first, children could not surpass mates. Qian Xia became more and more melancholic the more she thought about it. She accepted the fact of transmigration and the fact of living in the beast world. But now, she could barely support herself. She couldn't even find a husband to take care of her. As she thought, she couldn't help but start crying again. Woo 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 woo, this is too hard. I want to eat meat too when I see them eating it, woo 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 woo. Finally, she cried all the way home.